Okay, so we're here with Judith Delozier.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to have you here, Judith. Lovely, as always. So just if we can ask you a few questions. What is your NLP background?
Wow. Well, I like to say I grew up with NLP. I was involved with NLP before NLP had a name. I remember the night that John Grinder and Richard Bandler stayed up all night trying to figure out what are we going to call NLP. I came to NLP because I fell in love with John Grinder, and he gave me a copy of the manuscript Structure of Magic the very first book in NLP, before it was published. He gave me the manuscript, and he asked me to read it, and wanted to know what I thought about it. I thought it was very difficult to read, but I, hung in there and got through it and went, wow, this will help people evolve themselves. I didn't think it so much as problem solving necessarily, but coming out of my discipline, which was, religious studies and anthropology, I saw it as, well, this will give people a structure to hang experience on, which will allow it to sort of settle down and be a part of their bigger sense of self. And then continued on to work with John Grinder for 15, 20 years, and with Robert Dills for another 15 years, writing together and training together and developing together. So yeah,
Lovely.
Yeah, been around.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So you're here with us on our Master Practitioner course, our NLP affiliated Master Practitioner course, which is wonderful. So could you tell us a bit about what NLP school is like?
Well, this is really my very first time to participate in the NLP school practitioner or master practitioner class. It's an NLPU affiliated class. I don't think it would have mattered whether it was an NLPU affiliated class or whether it was just the NLP school master practitioner. I make a judgment based on the quality of the field and the quality of the feeling in the space where the students are learning. People say they come to NLPU in Santa Cruz, and they love Robert, they love Judith, they learn a lot of things, but what they carry home with them is the quality of that community that got created in that learning space, and that is here. I could feel it, and I feel very proud to be here and to support the quality of training and the depth of the training and the depth at which people are learning and making a difference in their lives, both professionally and personally.
Thank you. That's lovely. Thank you. So, sort of following on from that, could I ask you, what's it like? What is Robbie Steinhaus like?
Wow, well, Robbie Steinhaus is a humble guy, from my opinion.
Yeah.
He is a lifelong learner, which I think is extremely important. As a trainer, I think he's top-notch. As a coach, I think he's top-notch. He is a prolific author in the sense that he is driven to bring in knowledge to the world that can make a difference again in people's lives. And not only that, but give people a vehicle in order to create pathways in their life. And Robbie and I have known each other for quite some time. I feel like he's been my student, and now I feel like I'm his student a little bit.
Okay.
And we have shared practitioners and master practitioner classes together around the world, in China and Malaysia, and it's really a joy to get to be able more and more co-train with Robbie. So I'm learning a lot. Yeah.
So I guess kind of following on from that a little bit. So are there anything, some kind of special kind of things about NLP school or Robbie, or anything that you would want to kind of recommend or could?
Well, what I would say is you're going to get a high quality education in NLP, one of the highest qualities, and I travel around the world. I go to a lot of master practitioners. I go to a lot of different trainings around the world, and, there are good trainings and there are great trainings, and I think this is a great training.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. Did I do it?